Hello everyone, welcome to Project Fogcatchers. I am one of the co-leads, Allison.
And I'm the other co-lead, Vicky.
Today we'll be talking with you a little bit about our project. What are fog catchers? So in areas around the world where there's not a lot of fresh water but lots of fog catchers are tools with a net-like structure that can be used to capture these water droplets in the air. These droplets will slide down the net and can be collected at the bottom to be used as a freshwater resource. Why fog catchers? By 2025, half of the world's population will be living in areas where water isn't easily available. So we thought fog catchers was a great alternative source of fresh water that can be harvested sustainably. They're easy to build and long-lasting while requiring relatively low maintenance.
So continuing off from Allison's, a little brief history and what we plan to do in the future. So the project started in 2018 as a part of R&D for EWB, and we wanted to tackle the problem of finding an alternative source of fresh water. Being in San Diego, fog was one of the first choices, and that's how we came up with the project Fogcatcher. So far, we researched a lot of different Fogcatcher designs and have designed a working prototype, as well as a testing environment for testing different Fogcatcher mesh material structures. And lastly, we've also established a general structure for research paper. So here's a little brief picture of our working testing environment where we used to test our prototypes. So for the future for the project, we hope to publish a detailed research paper with data that we collected from the testing environment we've built regarding Fogcatcher mesh material and efficiency. We also plan to implement Fogcatchers in communities locally and worldwide. And lastly, establish outreach programs to spread awareness about alternative freshwater sources. Thank you for coming, and we hope to talk to you guys more about our project.
Hi everyone, this is the Kaiching project. I am the co-lead Maral Gamba and my other co-lead is Parker.
So our project is working with a community, Kaiching, Kenya, about water use and access within the community. So right now, community members have to walk several hours each day to fetch water from a surface level source that, as you can see in the pictures here, is not great for.
And so our project has a few areas, but the main area would be the borehole design. The plan is to drill a borehole in the Kaiching community that's solar powered with an elevated reservoir tank and include 3 distribution points around the community. Along with that, we're working with contractors to come up with a design, as well as a sub-team on the borehole sub-team works on doing all the calculations and CADing involved with creating this design.
Yeah, so as Maral mentioned, our main aspect of this project is the borehole because access to clean water is the first and foremost priority. But the issue of water sanitation and hygiene is a very comprehensive one that is affected by a lot of other things as well. So we have some sub-teams to address those issues. So one of our sub-teams works with hygiene education within the community in schools. Another sub-teams is working for ways to prevent contamination through unclean water containers. And a third sub-team is working on hand washing stations to allow more people to wash their hands with less resources. Yeah, that's it. So if you're interested, please fill out the EWB interest form and we will get back to you.
Hi everyone, we're for the Tijuana project. I'm Jeanette Juarez, one of the co-leads.
And I'm Guillermo Nogueira, the other co-lead. Now, originally we were bringing a water filter to an orphanage in Kaiching, doing trips down there to collect data and lay down some groundwork, and we're ready to do a full implementation of the system. However, COVID prevented us from doing so and has brought us to a new stage in our project, one of remote implementation for refugee communities down in Kaiching.
So similar to our last quarter, we'll be splitting into 2 sub-teams, with one of them being the garden development. We'll be introducing our new project, the rainwater harvesting system. So we're working with the refugee shelter who's currently developing their garden, and we'll be coming in to help design a rainwater harvesting system so then they can then implement it.
And similar to what we were doing with the orphanage, School Connect to the Refugee Center has asked us to help them filter their city water and turn it potable. So we are taking some of that and trying to do a remote implementation this time so that they can implement it without our direct involvement.
For this quarter, we'll be having our general meetings on Sundays. The time is to be determined. And we'll also be having separate meeting times for each sub-team. The garden development one will be on Mondays from 8 to 9 p.m. and our water systems one is to be determined.
If you're interested in joining, please contact us either through Messenger or through email, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Christine Fan.
I'm Izzy Schroff, and we're co-leads for the Tutoring Outreach Project with EWB. So what is this project about? This project is addressing obstacles such as scheduling, travel, and tutor turnover that come up with matching university students with tutors. To solve these issues, our project team is working to develop a platform to supplement existing online tutoring programs such as Khan Academy. So we're working to develop a platform that will identify the user's weaker topics and match them with tutors that would best be able to help them in those specific areas early on to identify them and to fully understand the subject so they don't get behind in the class, so they can cover the subjects as soon as they know that they're weak in them.
So what would you be doing? So we will be having 2 sub-teams, a design team and a coding team. And we will be having the design team design the whole platform while the coding team will will code the front end and the back end of the platform. So why should you join? To gain more experience in coding, work in a fun team environment, and help the community by making learning easier and more accessible.
Hi everyone, my name is Natalie and I will be coordinating quarterly projects. So about quarterly projects, it's a relatively new project group that was created this year in the fall. We work on humanitarian-based projects that help U.S. students develop useful technical skills, such as how to program and use various other software, such as Arduino and CAD. It is currently virtual and you'll get to work in teams. Our current projects are COVID data analysis and design of personal protective equipment using Tinkercad and Python or any other programming language that your team chooses. The goal of quarterly projects is to help you all develop useful technical skills while working in a group setting on humanitarian-based projects. So applications for winter quarterly projects are due Thursday, January 14th at 11:59 Pacific time. And after you apply, you will receive an email from me the Saturday of that week indicating who your team members are and details of the project. I hope you all join. Bye.
Hey, the R&D program at EWB is meant to find practical solutions to humanitarian issues. The program consists of brainstorming, finding the feasibility of a project, hearing from other EWB project members, drafting a project proposal, and it ends with a final presentation to the board in the hopes of getting the project approved.
If you're interested in this program, please apply now. The application is linked with this post. The deadline to do so is midnight of this Sunday, the 17th. So please do it before then. If you have any questions or concerns, or if you'd like an extension on that application, please reach out to us. The email on this side is the best way to do so.